Hi, Taurus. This is Eileen with your teen psychic tarot card reading. And you're starting the month of with the Two of Swords card. And the Two of Swords is talking about maybe being in a dilemma where you have to make a decision. This decision could be about two people. It could be a romantic situation where you are, maybe you're seeing two different people and you see good traits in each of them. But they each have their own personality and whatever, and you feel like you should end it with one of them. This is a general reading, so some of these cards resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on your circumstances, and I am reading the meanings of the cards as well as tuning in on a psychic level. And I am feeling for someone, and whether this is one person or a few, that it is a relationship matter in the romantic department, and that you've got one person. What I'm tuning into, and this could be just one person, I'm not sure, that you've got one person who's got a nicer temperament, I feel like, that you're close to, or you've been dating, or that maybe you're about to start dating them or something. And then there's another person that maybe you've even known the other person a little longer. That other person feels like they're very territorial and they like to throw their weight around. They might have a little bit of a bully side to their personality. And it's like they want to take charge. They want to be in control, and they like to act like they're the best at whatever. It's a big ego. The other one has a big ego. And they might be aware of this first person that you're close to. And they're jealous. It's like they want to kind of chase that person away. They want to be the winner here, but they're just full of their own big old ego more than anything else. That's what I'm getting. So, they're very just possessive, territorial, jealous, deep-rooted insecurities. That's why it manifests in them having to take control and be the king of the hill or something. So the other person feels like a pretty nice person, down to earth and more sensitive and intelligent and just a nice person. The other person might even be better looking too. I'm not sure about the looks part, but now for some of you, this could be something even with friendships. You might have two friends who are kind of competing with one another in one way or another. And I do get one person having a more dominant personality, having kind of a bully personality, and the other one is just pretty straightforward, easygoing, just an intelligent person who thinks before they speak and who, they're pretty easygoing and intelligent. I get this intelligence with the other person, and they don't have to try to act like they're better than others or like they're, I don't know, they don't have to try to impress people. Where the other one, this one with the more dominant personality, likes to impress people and act like they're the best at whatever it is. The other person might have more money or something. That's a possibility. That might go along with that big ego of theirs too. I'm not sure. Now this could even be issues in your family where you have two different people. And it feels like you're probably close to each of them, whether this is a romantic situation or a friendship or maybe a family matter. And you don't really want to choose one over the other. It's kind of a dilemma. Now, this could even relate to something in the workplace, even trying to choose between two jobs, or maybe friends at work, co-workers. It might be some dilemma that way too. But the advice of this card is to take off the blindfold, look at your circumstances objectively, and make the best decision for you and for your life. And don't be pressured by what others might be telling you. Don't you make a decision for yourself. Don't let others tell you who to choose or what to choose or anything like that. Next card you have is a Judgment card. Now, this is a major arcana destiny card. And Judgment is saying that it's like karma. It's like what goes around comes around. What you put out, you get back. So if you put out good stuff, you get back good stuff. If you put out negative things, then you're going to get back negative things in some shape or form. And so if you've been working hard and just trying to live a good, honest life and doing the best you can, and somehow you've ended up getting the bad breaks or having the difficult, challenging times with finances, I'm getting money issues for some people, that's what's coming to mind, or some other kind of problems, maybe with jobs, money, that sort of thing. It's like judgment is saying things are going to be made right for you. It's time for renewal. It's time for some new beginnings for you, and to leave the past behind. If you've had some difficulties and stressful situations going on, just leave that behind and get ready for a brand new start. And just, it's like get a new attitude about your life, about the circumstances that have given you trouble, where you resolve to make it better next time, do things a better way, a different way, whatever, because you have this judgment card that wants you to just brush off the problems of the past and be ready to move forward with new beginnings for improvements in your life. So and at the same time, if anyone's been dishonest and doing things they shouldn't be doing, well, then judgment has something to say there too, But if you've been doing well, and that's what I'm feeling like, a lot of you have had some kind of issues. I feel like money. Part of it could be relationship matters, job situations. I'm getting job situations, job problems in the workplace for some of you, and through no fault of your own. And so where you've just been, trying to mind your business and do your work, and somehow things not working out well, or that sort of thing. So the judgment card is telling you, let it go, whatever it is, move forward. There's better things for you. This is a good card too, if it is work-related or even relationship matters or whatever. The Eight of Cups. This is about moving on from something that no longer serves you well. Now, the cups do relate to the water signs. They relate to feelings, emotions, love, romance. So for some people, this might be you're moving on from a relationship that at one time was really good. You were having a lot of fun. Things were going well. You were celebrating, enjoying yourself. And but it's kind of lost its fizzle. So it might even be friends too. It might be you were involved with someone on a romantic level, and you had other friendships around you too, and everybody was just partying and having a good time, and it was a lot of fun while it lasted. But one day you woke up and said, okay, hey, it's time for me to move on. I need to get serious now and move on to things that are better, conditions that are better for me. There's a lot out there waiting for me, and I feel like I'm going in circles here, and I've gotten stagnant. So, but that's the right way to be. Once you know something's no longer serving your purposes, no longer serving your life well, it's time to move on. And you're feeling confident. I don't get fear or insecurity here. The person's just looking out over the horizon, weighing their options and deciding what direction to go in. Now, this can relate to a work situation. It can relate to a living arrangement. So it could be a job that at one time the money was good. You were enjoying working with the co-workers. You were enjoying your work. And at some point you felt like you just started feeling like you've outgrown this situation. You're ready for bigger and better things. You've learned a lot, but you've got more experience, more knowledge now, but you want to get more money. You want to be paid better now for the work, the quality of work that you do. And there are better opportunities out there on the horizon. So you're making your plans, and you've already gathered information and done a lot of research, and now you feel like it's time to move on. So for some of you, you could still be in this situation, but you're in the process of extricating yourself from it, but you have not actually completely left. You might have one foot out the door and one foot in the door. So, but you're mentally gone. You've already made up your mind. It's time to move on. But for others of you, I feel like you have already. It's already in your near recent past now. So, but this is a good card, because this is the way we should live our lives. Once something is no longer serving your purpose, make your plans and move on. That means you're growing. And so you need to move on to the next step on your path in life, so you can have what you're supposed to have in your life rather than get stagnant and be unhappy. Next card you have is the Three of Wands. And the wands do relate to the fire signs, and they relate to work and career, action, progress. And, well, this is a good card to be alongside the Eight of Cups. Three of Wands is saying you are making progress on your path in your career, your life, whatever projects you're working on, your plans for your future. And once again, the person is looking out over the horizon, the same as here. So that even confirms this even more, that this is a trend going on in your life right now. So, and you're calm, you're confident, there's no fear or insecurity here. It's like, okay, I know where I've been, and I'm making plans for where I'm going. I know where I am right now, and I'm making plans. I've gathered a lot of information about what's out there on the horizon, and I'm just weighing options and make choices now for where I'm going to step next. I want to make sure I step in the right direction. And so this is a good sign, really. This is a good progression here that's going on for a number of Taurus in the month of October. And then following that, you have the Justice card. And Justice, now this, okay, you've got the scales of justice being balanced here. This is another major arcana destiny card. Now, for some of you, this may relate to a legal matter that could be settled in your favor. I'm feeling for some, though, this has to do with other things that have been going on in your life. Not necessarily a legal matter. I mean, maybe there have been some part of it along the way, but overall, this is more about your life and things that you've gotten through. I'm tuning into, I don't know if it's a few people or what, but tuning into some of you where you've had your share of challenges and roadblocks, and you have just continued to plow through. And you are very strong. You have a lot of inner strength, and you've just continued to move forward in spite of whatever roadblocks have been thrown out in front of you. You just quietly keep moving forward. It's like you're not, it's like, I just feel like you've experienced this at different times throughout your life, and you're not in the habit of complaining about it or whining and, making a big deal of it. You're very strong. You just keep pushing through and just getting, it's like you've got your destination in your mind, in your mind's eye. You've got your goals, your plans. It's like, and you're going to get where you want to go. You're not going to let anyone or anything stand in your way. I mean, you might temporarily have setbacks, which you have. You've had your share of setbacks and challenges, but it's just made you stronger. You just keep getting stronger and stronger. And Taurus people are strong anyway. Taurus the bull, they're strong and they're powerful, and they just keep plowing through and moving forward. So, and that's what you've been doing in your life. This might be over a number of years. For some of you, it might just be over a number of months you've been experiencing this, but I feel years for a number of you. And so it's just, it shows your inner resolve, your strength, your confidence. It shows that you have your mind set on your goals for your life, and you're not letting anyone or anything prevent you from getting where you want to go in your life. Yeah, and you don't need anybody's approval for that. It's like you know what you want and you know what you don't want. So this, I get so much good, strong energy from this card. And I always recommend everybody learn about the law of attraction. If you feel like you're kind of being at the mercy of life right now, of other people or circumstances, you need to muster up that inner strength that's inside of all Taurus and be that person I'm seeing in that Justice card right now, because that's part of who you are. So you need to take your own power back, because you do have that power and that inner strength to just keep pushing forward and pushing forward for your goals and your dreams for your life, regardless of what difficult things have been thrown in your path. So, and when you start practicing the law of attraction and you make it your intention to get your life the way you want it, it's like the universe will open the doors and help bring about those conditions and help open that pathway for you. And here's another card, Six of Swords. You have all these cards about moving on. Six of Swords is about moving on from a difficult situation, challenging situations. I'm feeling for some people this is a romantic, personal relationship. That's what I'm feeling like. You might be getting separated if you're married, or maybe getting a divorce. Maybe you've been living with someone and you're just planning to move out and move on with your life. And then for some, I feel like it's a work situation, money, work, could even be a living arrangement and you're moving. I do feel for some of you, you're actually relocating. You're going to a different location. And it feels lighter. It's like there's a heaviness where you've been and what you've been experiencing with your living arrangement or your work situation, people around you. There's been a heavy energy that's been a burden on you. It's been like a big blanket weighing you down. And you're in the process of getting out from under that burden. You might not even be out from under it yet. You're working on it now, and you've got your sights set out into the distant future where you're going. And so you're moving. You know you're moving on to calmer waters, more peaceful way of life. You're going to be around people that aren't giving you so much negative energy. That's what I'm getting. For some of you, I'm getting different scenarios for different people. I feel like for some of you, this is definitely tied in with some kind of romantic, well, at one time was romantic relationship that hasn't worked out. With others, I'm feeling maybe it's a living arrangement of some sort. Could be a work situation. I'm just getting you've had heavy energy from negative people that you've been kind of stuck in that situation around these people. And now you have made your decision that you're moving on. And some of you might still be in this situation. It might not be over yet, but you've already made up your mind. You're leaving. So even if it takes a little while to make those changes you need to make, because you have to make your plan and, know where you're going, the whole thing, before you just move on somewhere usually. So it might take a little while, but you're working at it. You've made up your mind. You're determined. You're not going to live that way anymore. And you won't. Where you're moving on to now, it'll be a lighter energy. That heavy, heavy negative energy will fall away. And it might take a little while to heal from it. Some of you have already left that situation, but you're still feeling the effects of that heavy energy. It just takes a while to shake it off, to tell the truth. Because it's just that negative energy that other people can put out. It's very heavy and dark, and sometimes it takes a little while to shake it off. And the more you can focus on your new way of life and what you do want in your life and just keep reminding yourself that it's over, the more you'll heal from that and get rid of the negative energy from around you. But you are going into a much better situation with easier going people, and life's going to be a little easier and smoother for you. It won't be, it's almost like you kept getting stuck over and over again and couldn't move forward. And where you're moving on to, it's like things start going smoother for you. So I'm getting different scenarios for different people. So I feel like there's a number of you Taurus that are going to benefit from this Six of Swords energy. And again, it is a general reading, so some of you this card might resonate and others it not, just like any of the cards here. Now the next card you have here is the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is one of your cards, Taurus. Pentacles do relate to the earth signs of Taurus and Capricorn and Virgo. And Queen of Pentacles is saying that in the month of October, you're going to be feeling the emotions and energy of the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be feeling a certain amount of success that you have earned yourself. It's like you're enjoying your whatever little luxuries you have in your life, or big luxuries, whatever the case be, and you're very appreciative for all that you have. But you're so busy working all the time. You work really hard for everything you have. So it's not like something's just been thrown into your lap. You have worked and worked for years to earn whatever it is that you have, whatever prosperity and abundance you have. And your mind most of the time is on work. I feel like even if you're not working, and whether you have your own business, I feel some of you have your own business and you work hard in your own business, making money and building your business up, and you've done well with that. You're well liked and well respected in your business. I feel others of you work for a company, but you've worked hard for them, and so you've worked yourself into a fairly good position in your work, and people appreciate and recognize you for the quality work you do. And I just feel like it's, even though you have a lot, you do have a lot to be grateful for, and you know it, you appreciate it, all the good that you have, and but you have work on your mind quite a bit, even when you're relaxing, because I feel like you do try to have balance in your life and relax. But while you're relaxing, you might be thinking, oh, okay, I know I need to do this and I need to do that. It's like you're always focusing on your responsibilities and what comes next. You're not the type that just totally escapes that often, and just thinking about play and carefree and all that. You can be that way, but it's like, I don't know, you've got this sense of responsibility, and that's just with you all the time. It's like that's who you are. You're always looking out at the big picture and thinking about everything, whether you're coordinating things even with your friends or family or whatever. It's like you're in charge. A lot of the times you're in charge. And so you're very mindful of your own responsibilities. It's like you take responsibility. You're always taking responsibility wherever you go, whether it's at your job, in your home environment, or with family or friends, or just in your personal time. And so, but this is a good card. There's so much good, strong, positive energy here because you've done well for yourself and you're going to continue to prosper and do well. So I really like the energy of this card. And again, if this is not you and you've been suffering, because I do feel like some of you Taurus have had your money challenges. You've had your fair share of challenges from the universe, from the world, and whatever. But it's never too late to make a new beginning. And this energy is for you too. And the more you learn about the law of attraction, the more you will attract these kind of conditions to yourself. The more you believe in it and believe in yourself and just have that faith and make it your intention to be in this position, the more the universe will your intentions. And but it's just the energy is there for you, even if you're not currently experiencing that. All you got to do is just change the way you think about things and your intentions. Make it your intentions to have your life the way you want it. Oh, now for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles could be a person around you in the month of, or who could benefit you, like in the workplace. That could be a manager or an owner of a business where you work. It could be another person you want to do business with somewhere. This person can benefit you. It could be somebody working at a bank that you might want to apply for a car loan or a mortgage with or whatever. This person is very fair-minded, though. They don't give things away. But if they see that you are hardworking and you are committed to what you need to be committed to and all that sort of thing in your work and your plans and everything, this person is very fair-minded. So they're willing to benefit you in one way or another if it makes sense. Everything's got to be balanced and make sense, though. So, because they appreciate hard work. They know themselves, they work very hard, and that's a trait they really appreciate in others also. So if they see that in you and see your determination and your commitment, they're going to be appreciative of you and want to award you whatever it is you're trying to get, whether it's a job or promotion or maybe a bank loan for your car or house or whatever it is, or some other kind of business arrangement. So you could benefit from this person. They're not trying to withhold anything from you. It's just you proving yourself. That's all. That's what it boils down to, nothing more. So you got to shine your brightest. Next card you have is the Wheel of Fortune. So, and you've got, you've got a few major arcana. You've got Judgment, you've got Justice, and now the Wheel of Fortune. And Wheel of Fortune, this is not a bad card. Again, especially if your things have been rough for you and difficult and traumatizing or just a lot of challenges. The Wheel of Fortune wants to turn in your favor if things have not been going well for you. But again, this is all about your own frame of mind. If you don't believe in it and you feel like you're just not lucky, or you're not, I don't know, you don't have enough money to do better, or you don't, who knows what, there's all kind of reasons that you can make for yourself, for believing things aren't going to turn for the better. And the more reasons you make that things won't work out, the more it won't work out. You've got to start making reasons things will work out. And so, because I do feel some of you are really bogged down, you're stuck in a rut because you've had difficult times. I keep tuning in. Some of you have had some really challenging times you've had to deal with. And so, but you can do this. You can climb your way out. You just have to take one step at a time. That's all it takes. And you got to be determined. I mean, when you're at the bottom of the barrel, there's nowhere to go but up. And that's the way you got to look at it. You can't, just think, what's the use? The other people get the good breaks. And I'm feeling some of you have been, you've been down. But hey, there's only up. There's only one direction to go. And you got to go up. And you got to start believing in yourself, believe in the universe. Just take one small step at a time. That's all it takes. Then you take another step and you make your plan. You change your attitude about things. And when you do that, you have this good Wheel of Fortune energy that wants to help you. That wheel wants to turn for you. It doesn't want to be stuck and all rusty where it can't stop. It just can't move. It wants to move for you too. And then for others of you, you're all for it. You're ready for the wheel to turn. That's what I'm feeling for a number of you, Taurus. It's like you're already doing okay yourselves. And it's like, turn that wheel. I want more. That's what I'm getting for a number of you. You're like in the front row there. Like, I'm ready. Okay, great. Let's go. So, because you've already had a certain amount of success, and so you expect success. That's what I'm getting for those of you that are just ready to go. And so when that wheel inches and turns a little more, it's like you're going to be flying forward. So, yeah, so it's all a matter of your frame of mind and how you look at yourself and the world and all that. It means everything. It's a big difference whether you succeed or fail, how you look at your life, how you look at things. Okay, next card you have is the Five of Pentacles. And this could tie in with those of you who feel you're in a rut and things haven't gone well. And I do believe that there's a number of you who have legitimately had some tough times. But I mean, a lot of people, I guess most people do. I know I've had bad times in my life at different times over my lifetime. Everybody gets the rug pulled out from under them at different times in their life. This is the world we live in. I guess this is why we're here on Earth. I mean, some people might have it really good most of their lives. I mean, I feel like those people must have lived really saintly lives in their previous lifetime that they have it so well this time around. But a lot of us have tough times we have to go through. So we're always learning and learning from our mistakes and picking ourselves up and moving on. And so the Five of Pentacles, this is about some Taurus feeling there's not enough money, things haven't been going well, and being discouraged. And maybe your self-esteem has really been hurt here. That's what I'm getting. I got to get a sip of tea. Okay. So the voice is getting kind of scratchy here. The Five of Pentacles. And this is a temporary situation, but again, it's your frame of mind. It'll definitely be temporary if you start getting a more positive attitude. It's like, you can keep yourself in a rut by continuing to think that things aren't going to work out because they haven't worked out. But I mean, things can turn on a dime. You can be struggling one minute and suffering, and then the next minute something can just change for the better for you. And all of a sudden you're out in the light and things are better for your life. So I do feel like for some of you, this is related to some relationship situation too, where there's been money circumstances that are problematic. And so, and you might have, maybe your self-esteem has really suffered as a result of some of your difficulties. That's what I'm feeling like. Now, for someone, I don't know if this is one or maybe a few people, I feel like your self-esteem has suffered. You don't really think that well of yourself. You don't feel like you look good right now. And so maybe you're not even taking as good a care of yourself as you did before because you're feeling kind of discouraged and everything. But I feel like there's going to be someone that you meet they're going to be very compassionate towards you and want to get to know you better. And they're going to see a good quality person in you. And this person has a pretty good job. They're not suffering financially. They're doing fine. And you might feel like when you meet them that this person can't possibly be interested in me. I'm nobody special, that sort of thing. I'm not doing well with money right now. I'm not looking too good, etc., etc. But this person's not going to be worried about how much money is in your bank account or, whether or not you're looking your best that day. They're going to see something much more valuable inside of you. They're going to see a good quality person inside of you. So that's an opportunity you don't want to miss, because that relationship, if you enter into a relationship with this person, this could really give you a brand new attitude about yourself, where you start seeing yourself in a much brighter light and feeling much more confident, which will help you to climb your way out of the rut that you're in. So really, it's all about how we look at ourselves, how we look at the world, that makes the big difference. But this is a temporary situation. Whoever's going through this, don't tell yourself it's permanent. Just keep working on climbing on out. Start feeling prosperous, feel successful. Make yourself look good. Take good care of yourself. Exercise, eat healthy foods, get enough sleep. Do the things that'll make you start feeling better. And you'll start making changes for the better. And next thing you know, these bad times will be a thing of the past. 9 of Swords is the last card. This kind of ties in with this even, probably. 9 of Swords is about maybe laying awake at night, worrying about worst-case scenarios, maybe with money. I feel job situations here with some of you, that you're in some situation, well, not necessarily all work-related. I am feeling some of it's personal, too. It's because I'm getting different scenarios for different people. So for some people, this could be you're in a job situation where people at work are kind of hostile and negative. They're kind of hard and tough character people is what I'm feeling like. And you just don't fit in with that crowd. I mean, really, that's all it boils down to. And you really don't belong in that kind of environment. And they like to put you down or criticize you or make you feel like you're not good enough somehow. It's that kind of situation I'm looking at. Now for others, this could be relationship situation. It could be some kind of family situation, or it could be someone you're involved with, whether you're married to that person or involved or living with the person, and maybe their family don't treat you well. It's some kind of it's like you're being treated like you're an outsider, like you don't belong. Could be some living arrangement. It could even be neighbors or something. It's really upsetting you, though. It really is. You're having trouble probably sleeping at night and worrying. Now, if you notice, none of the swords are touching the person. So this is worrying too much and about some worst case scenarios. And not only that, I mean, if you were better accepted by these kind of people, that would say something different about you. That would say you're like them. So on the one hand, you need to be grateful that you're not like these people, because I'm feeling like they're kind of hard and they're kind of mean and closed. They're not spiritually oriented. I mean, these could be a bunch of people who go to church every Sunday, but they're not spiritually oriented no matter what they're doing on the surface. These are kind of mean-spirited people and very negative. They're miserable people, and you look to them like you're not as miserable as they are, and they don't like it. That's really what it boils down to. They look at you as someone who is more sensitive and compassionate and kind, and it just makes them mad. So if this is a work situation, you really should be looking out and making your plans to see what other kind of job you might find, or if it's a living arrangement, whatever it is. You don't belong in this environment. There's so much better for you out there. But a lot of times you can't leave a situation right away. You got to just make your plans, do your research, and do it just quietly. Make your plans, and don't even try to fit in with these people if they're treating you that way. It would just be a waste of your time. These are the kind of people that even you could be bending over backwards to be nice to them, and they'd still criticize you. So it doesn't matter. I've encountered people like this before in my life, and it didn't matter how nice I was. I ended up deciding, well, why even bother with them? I'll just ignore people like that. Because it didn't matter. They criticized me anyway. If they want to criticize you, they're going to do it. Okay, so this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Cheryl Marchetti. And what I want to do next is pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. Let's see. And if you like videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel. Press that notification bell too, so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. And check your rising and moon signs as they're coming available also, because there could be messages and insights that relate to you in one of those videos too. Okay, so Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. What is your message for Taurus for? What's your message for Taurus? What is your message for Taurus, Mermaids and Dolphins? Okay, I'll give it another shuffle and fan these out. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this says rest, like a baby mermaid. I think that reminds me of a abalone shell. I'm not sure. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. Oh, doesn't that sound nice? I mean, the world we live in is so busy. A lot of people work 2 jobs, or you work long hours, or you work hard all day, and then you go home and you have work to do at home. I mean, we're just a hard-working society. This is what we live in. Okay, rest. You've been working hard. Take a nap and get some rest. That's good advice. Okay, now I'm going to pick one from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what is the message for Taurus? What's the message for Taurus? Got to be careful with this deck, the way I shuffle them, because they get bent easily. Let's see. Or the way I was shuffling them before, they were getting bent. I'll put it that way. Okay, let's see. I'll give them a few more shuffles here, and I'll fan these out. Okay, and what is your message for Taurus for? These cards are gorgeous. This says make a decision. This is number 1, so I'll look this up. Let me see if I can get it where it's focused in. Okay. Look at the beautiful imagery in here. There's just so much detail. I just love this. The more you look, the more you see in these cards. So much colorful, beautiful detail. I would love someday to be so talented to do artwork like that. Let me look this up in the booklet. Okay, let's see. Make a decision. Your sheer determination is highlighted at this time. Your spirit will support your desires and manifestations. The ability to create or destroy has always been within your skill base. You have the wisdom and confidence needed to use these skills constructively. Now is the time to act if you know what it is you want to accomplish and why. Since the powers of transformation are at your command, change your desires into objectives, your thoughts into actions, your goals into achievements. If you have recently met with failure, know you can change that failure into success. The only limits you have are those you impose on yourself. That totally ties in with what I've been saying in this reading. Totally. That's just further confirmation. There's so much potential for you here. Okay, and then last but not least, I'll pick one from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so angels, what is your message for Taurus? What's your message for Taurus for the month of angels? Taurus, what's your message for Taurus? Okay, I'll give it another shuffle, and then I'll fan these out. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this is Angel Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Great message. Angel Akasha. Pretty imagery there. Let me see if I can get that. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Great message to end on. All right, Taurus. Well, I hope you're happy with your reading for the month of. Be sure and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Check your rising and moon sign videos also in case there's something that appeals to you or resonates with you in those. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, rates and contact info are listed below. So have a wonderful, happy if you celebrate, and thank you for watching the video.